small financial leakages. But if you arrest them, this can mean huge bonus wealth. Now, why do I call it bonus wealth? We will look into this video. I'll explain in the video. We ignore small things in life. We think that small things in life are not significant and we ignore them, especially when it comes to money. We're very calculative when it comes to saving and investing. How much I have to save, how much I have to invest. But at the same time, we're so careless when it comes to spending. I've seen it in my own life. How small things matter, but we tend to ignore them. But with the right discipline, a little discipline you apply, and it can bring wonders to you in terms of wealth. And that is exactly what we are going to see this in this little video. Hi, I am Franky Fernandes. I am a certified financial planner and I am also a marriage coach. My goal is to help young families to grow their wealth, to build their wealth so that they can leave a legacy of generosity, but at the same time, also strengthen their marriage. Because I believe if you both manage your money as a team, it will have an impact on you, your life, now, not just now, but many years in the future. So we will today look at the small leakages, which actually can mean huge bonus wealth. Well, there are many things, many small leakages in our finances, many of them. I've not listed all of them. I've just listed the top 5 that I could think of. And then at the end of this video, you can make your own list and see where are the financial leakages. So the number 1 financial leakage, which means where you're losing money and not realizing it. And what is that? The number 1 is unused subscriptions. These are the monthly subscriptions which you subscribe for. You may not be utilizing it fully, or you may have even forgotten. For example, I don't want to name anything, but anything to do with e-commerce, with OTT, maybe health related, or whatever. You may have subscribed. You may have given your credit card. Probably it started with a trial and now it continues with the monthly subscriptions, but you may not be fully utilizing it. Yes, when you started, you found it very useful, but now over the months and years, you may not be using it really. So how do you know? How do you find out if it is a leakage or not? So go back to your credit card. Last 2-3 months, your credit card, your UPI payments or bank statement, just look at your expenses. So we have our standard expenses, we have our living expenses, the rent that we pay, the groceries that we buy, and the petrol, the travel, the school fees, our regular EMIs for the home loans, etc. So these are all the regular. But in between these, you will find some of these unused subscriptions. Look at them. Make a list of all of them. Maybe there are 2, maybe there are 5, maybe there are 10 of them. Make a list of them and question yourself, are you using these subscriptions? Are you using them fully? Is it contributing to your personal development, your career, your health, your marriage, or whatever? What is it helping? If it is really not helping, maybe it was helping once upon a time, but now it is not helping, maybe it's time to stop them. These may be very small today, maybe 100, 200, or 500, but it will matter in the long run. And by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how will it matter to you. So next time you subscribe to anything, ask yourself, will I be really using this? For how many months I will need it? Make a note and stop it when you finish that, probably 6 months. But do not subscribe for anything for a lifetime. So what is the quick solution? Stop all these unused subscriptions and you may be saving anywhere between 200 to 500 to even 1000 rupees per month. So this is the number 1 unused subscription. Number 2, and this is a big one, which is common in many homes now, and that is ordering food. Now again, I don't want to name any one service provider. So it's so common because hunger is one of our basic instincts, basic need. And when we are hungry, it's now become easy to order. There was a time when we would cook food, even if we are hungry, we would cook food. And if we had a lot of time, or maybe once in a week, or sometimes we would go out to eat. But now it is made so convenient by some of the service providers that food comes to your home within 30 minutes. And you just need to order. When we are busy, when we don't feel like cooking, whatever it is. And food is so basic. And a lot of times we want to eat good food and we quickly order. Check your credit card statement or your bank statement or your UPI and make a list of how many times you order in a week. Do you really need to order? Trust me, when you make your list, when you track your expenses, if you're making that list, ask yourself how many times. Probably you're ordering, maybe you've ordered 5 or 10 times in a week. Is it really required? Make a decision of ordering. I'm not saying do not order, but make a commitment. Plan it. Okay, I will order only 3 times every week, or maybe 5 times, or whatever. But make that commitment. And when you make that commitment, when you plan, you will not exceed that limit. Or even if you exceed, you are conscious, you may exceed by 1 or 2 times. But when you do not have a plan, when you do not track, you may even order 10 times in a week and you may not even know. So, what's the solution? Be disciplined, plan, keep some things at home, raw material, so that you can quickly make something. Change a little bit here and there because it is going to matter big. And you may save anywhere between 500 to even 5,000 a month. And that's big savings. Number 3, your funds that are lying in your savings account. Now, savings account is a very important bank account, because we get our salaries there in the savings account. And any money transfers that happen, it happens using savings account. But savings account has a very limited use. It is not meant to keep your money there because it will earn only 2.5%. It is not meant for growing your wealth. It is just for parking your money. You should not even have your emergency fund into savings account. Savings account has a very limited usage. But if you have thousands and maybe a lakh rupees lying in your account, it's waste. Every month you are losing interest. On one hand, savings account will give you 2.5%, but here a simple FD could give you 4 to 5%, or a liquid fund, or a money market fund, or an ultra short term fund could give you maybe 6-7% even. And they're also highly liquid. You can get your money within a day's notice. And these days, a lot of us use credit card. Maybe there are sometimes we use UPI also, but you're using credit card. So you don't really need a lot of cash in your bank account. So what is this quick solution? Don't have anything, do not have a lot of money in your savings account. Maybe a few thousands, maybe 10, 20,000. And the rest of it, probably, maybe you think you need in an emergency, maybe 30, 40, 50,000. Transfer that into an FD, a sweep in FD. So every time your bank account falls short of money, it takes immediately from the sweep in FD. And in FD, you will keep earning 5%. And if your FD, maybe 50,000 or a lakh, is there lying for a full year, you didn't use it in your savings account, you did not use it, you will get at least 2 to 3% more interest in a year. And you could be saving thousands in a month. Number 4, your internet and mobile plans. Now, again, internet and mobile are so common. We go for the plan that feels good, suitable, or somebody has sold it. But have you ever wondered if that is the best plan for you? I remember once I was talking to a client of mine. This is a little after COVID, or maybe during COVID. And when I was interacting with this person, she was actually paying huge EMIs. She had a big loan. And I was going through her expenses and I asked her about her internet. She was paying an internet bill, which even I was not. I could have afforded, but even I was not paying that high. Actually, that is the internet that she was using during the COVID, because she was working from home and she continued. So check your internet. Are you using an internet plan or a mobile plan which you started during COVID? Do you really need that much? A lot of times, these uh, these internet packs promise a very high bandwidth, but most of the times the bandwidth never reaches there. So, do you really need that high bandwidth? Please consider. Maybe you need something less, and you may save anywhere between 500 to 1000 rupees per month. So, what's the solution? Take a look at your internet, your pack, and try to see if there is something lower with a good bandwidth. Maybe it is you're paying 1500, maybe you bring it down to probably 800 rupees, and you may get almost the same bandwidth and zero point 0.5. Now, this is not exactly anything to do with their expense, but it actually got to do with a leakage in interest. And this is wrong insurance schemes. A lot of times, and this has happened with me, and it happens even now, continues to happen with a lot of the young folks. They have endowment insurances, they have whole life policies, and many other policies because they have been sold by their banker or by some relative. But actually, these are not investment products, these are insurance products. And if you really find out what is the interest rate, the IRR, you will be surprised to know it could be anywhere between 3 to 6% only. You invested, you're paying premium, a high premium, thinking that you will earn a lot of money. But that is not true. Actually, you are losing interest because in some cases you may just be earning what you earn in an FD. The only advantage of these insurance plans are they have an insurance cover, a death benefit, which could be very less. So if you really want an insurance, go for a term insurance and a health insurance. Rest all the other insurance are not required. So if you are careful, you may save thousands of rupees on premium per month, anywhere between 500 to 5000. So what's the solution? Just go take a stock of all your insurance schemes, all your LIC policies, ULIPs, endowment plans, whole life policies. You don't need them. Instead, you should be investing in mutual funds. Right? So these are 5 things which I have listed. You have to list, you have to find out, go through a credit card bill, go through a bank statement, and see what is it that can be termed as leakage, which means leakage is something that if you stop them, if you stop those expenses, it is not going to make any material difference to your life, any significant difference to your life. For example, the subscriptions, the unused subscriptions, they won't make a difference to your life if you stop them. Ordering food, it will not make a big difference for you if you stop ordering food and maybe do some quick fix at home. Learn cooking. Your funds lying in the savings account. If you withdraw, if you take out your funds from there and invest in an FD or a liquid fund, it is not going to make any difference to your life. Your internet and mobile, it is not going to make a big difference to your Wi-Fi or your speed because most of the times you're just using it for browsing internet and making calls. It is not going to make any difference to you. And finally, if you stop all your wrong insurances, surrender them, it is not going to make any difference to your life. So what will not make any difference to your life, but you still spend month on month, are those leakages in your finances. And if you stop those leakages, you can earn a huge bonus. And let me quickly tell you what you could earn. So just imagine you plugged all these leakages in your finances. And every month, based on all that I've mentioned and even other things that you make a note, you find out that you have saved roughly 5,000 a month. Maybe let's keep it. Maybe some of you could save 1,000, 10,000. Some of you could save maybe 2 or 3,000. But let's keep it somewhere in the range of 5,000. 5,000 per month. If you save from these leakages, if you invest in a mutual fund, if you start an SIP at probably 13%, I'm not taking that 15 and 20%, which is in the last 5-10 years, they've given 15 to 18% IRR or compounded returns, but I'm just taking 13%. 5,000 per month for 13%, 13% for 5 years. You know how much will that give you? Around 4.5 lakh roughly. And if you continue to, if you're a young family in your 30s, the first 10 years, for example, you're disciplined about it, you will save your investment 5,000 every month for 10 years at 13% will make it 12 and a half lakh. 12 and a half lakh bonus wealth. And this 12 and a half lakh, if it is just kept, just imagine you're 30 years old as a family and you save 5,000 per month for 13 at 13%. The next 10 years, it becomes 12 and a half lakhs. And that 12 and a half lakhs, you decide to keep it invested until your retirement. That is for the next 20 years. And it earns, let's take, for example, 15% this money, which you saved by saving on all the leakages in your finances. At 15%, long term for 20 years, the same 12 and a half lakh will become around roughly 2 crores of bonus wealth. And if you continue to do this for the rest of your life, you keep saving. Just imagine how much you will make wealth just by saving, just by plugging your financial leakages. How huge. They're all small things. As we started. When I started, I said these are all small things and we underestimate. So, friend, do not underestimate your small things. Look at your financial leakages. And I know it sounds simple, but it may not be easy to implement it. But, friends, even if it is not 1.5 crores, even if it is not a crore, at least 50 lakhs when you are retired, an extra 50 lakhs will do wonders for you. Maybe these 50 lakhs could be useful for your children's education, maybe for your house, or to buy an asset, right? Or for your retirement. So I hope this has made you think. Let me know in the comments, is it really make sense what I've shared? And if you liked this video, let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like this video. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe. These little videos, these small videos will help you in your marriage, in your wealth creation journey. I'll see you soon.